Shout out to everybody here on the live. We did it again. We did it again. We called Bitcoin perfectly to the point, baby. If you were in the trading group, you would have been seeing what happened every single day. We don't take a day off, and that's why we hit it. Your favorite YouTuber took a day off. That's why he missed it. And they were afraid of burnout. They didn't want to get hurt. But I'm telling you right now, this is the key to success. Woo! Shout out to everybody here on a Monday. Booming to the upside. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Shout out to everybody here. If you're a crypto lifer, you got Bitcoin right again. I called Bitcoin pumping to the 200 SMA. I circled it. I said it was highly likely to go. You can go to my Twitter. You can watch Twitter right now and just see the latest thing that I put out. This update right here, Sunday, Strawberry Sunday. I'm giving you the flag. Last night, weekly candle close. I don't take Sunday off, working so hard, exhausted on a Sunday night. But you know, the harder I work, the luckier I get. The harder I work, the luckier I get. And here I am circling this, telling you we are likely, and you got this for free on Twitter, for crying out loud, where only 5 people commented on this. Are you kidding me? Of my 800 subscribers, 800 people watching, or 800 paying people in the trading group. We only have 5 comments on an actual post that banged you to the upside. We called Bitcoin yet again. We called it, remember, we called the cup and handle. All weekend long we called it. We called the short squeeze on Saturday night, right? We showed you what was going to happen last night. I'm telling you right now, I've been calling Bitcoin since this bullish divergence right here. Highly likely that was your bottom. I talked about it. I went over it so in depth. If you don't know what bullish divergence is, let's break it down. Swing down to swing down here. Swing up to swing up. And bang. And team, you know, that's another thing. Team, we're not... Here's what I want out of the team. I want things to happen without me saying things. I know that sounds crazy, but like, look, how many Bitcoin updates have I hit and not one edit has ever gone, no one made an edit about it. I shouldn't have to say things, they should just get done. I'm looking for the team member that just gets it done. We need people to add to the movement. I'll come up with all the hot ideas, but I mean, I want other people to come up with ideas too. It can't just be the same thing every week. We got to do different stuff. We have not ever edited any of these Bitcoin updates, like the short squeeze that night. You know, we could do better showing off my Bitcoin moves. We're hitting so many Bitcoin moves, but we're not capturing them. You know, so I'm being hard on us as a team. We could capture, you know, we're doing amazing things. If we look at us as a team, we're doing amazing things. We're not capturing them all, right? I'm coming up with, oh, we got to do this. You know, it's like, you just have free range to do whatever you think is possible. Go for it. Become a creator in my company. Begin to create. Just go for it. Just go for it. Whatever you think, go for it. Make it happen. You don't got to be told, just make it happen. Be like, yo, that was a nice Bitcoin call. I'm going to edit that. I'm going to edit his last night footage to this night's footage, and I'm going to make that amazing. Let's get these calls out. Let's make them amazing footage, because this is like, I mean, this is top-notch stuff right here. So tight moving averages pumping up to the 200 SMA. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we talked about it. We went over it. We even said how this was a bit of a cup and handle. Bitcoin pumping to the upside. We called it. We nailed it. Time to probably take some profits as we're getting oversold on the 15 and the 1 hour time frame. And you got a little bit of bearish divvy beginning to form here. All right. You want to look at your smaller time frames to see if you can continue. And you're making a bit of a rising wedge. I mean, rising wedges could continue to the upside. 7-minute does suggest a bit of a short squeeze here on a Monday. Let's take a look at our liquidity on BOOKMAP. I haven't messed up BOOKMAP in a long time. Do I dare and do it again? Don't do it, Sammy. Don't do it. And team, just know I appreciate every single thing we do. You know, I just want to push even harder. I know we can push so hard. You know what it is? I feel guilty for my old self, for all the hard work I do. And then I look back and I'm like, dang, we didn't capture those moments. We didn't capture every moment. And I guess it's hard. Maybe we need more people, but I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Look at BOOKMAP here on the liquidity. 24,000. You can see there's just more orders to the upside than to the downside. It suggests that we do go higher to 24,000 and we liquidate some shorts. It suggests that shorts will be getting liquidated in the next 10 to 20 minutes. Even right now, we may start to see a short liquidation. I kind of smell it. See, it seems, I kind of feel it now. I watch it so much on BOOKMAP. We get a mental memory sense of what's happening here. What is this? This is a heat map BOOKMAP. It's showing us where all the orders are on OKX, Binance Futures, and Bybit, and it's showing us where people get absolutely liquidated with this beautiful liquidation indicator here. And it will show us who and when and where they get liquidated, right? At what price, for how much, and the accounts cumulative volume delta, 2K on the region. So it looks, there's more people getting squeezed. So is a short squeeze coming? It suggested it may. However, we are oversold on the 1 hour time frame of the 15-minute. You would expect a bit of a pullback. But as I said, remember, we went over this. All we wanted to do was break through this high. This was a heavy resistance now for Bitcoin. 23,300. We got above it. And this resistance, beautiful move. And honestly, this solidifies the fact that this is our lower bottom now on the bigger. We're going to look at the bigger, the bigger frame, at the bigger time frames and show you what I see happening. But what a move for Bitcoin. We called it last night. And if you were in my trading group this morning, and this is the thing, I work tirelessly to make sure you're up to date. If you're in my trading group this morning, I started a Bitcoin update for you, 7:51 in the morning, and listen to the Bitcoin update just so you can see what you have gotten had you been in the trading group.
So everything still stands. The hidden bullish, everyone would like to get to that 200 SMA on the 1 hour. 1 hour's looking really bullish inside of this flag. Bit of a cup with a handle. We'd be looking for this 1 hour to push.
My voice
to
is
the
so deep in the morning.
Lack of bearish momentum, turning up. What I don't like is that the 4 hours done. Like, it seems like we hit a high. Not a good sign on the 4 hour time frame. Suggests that,
What to say?
this may be a fake out breakout. This is going to have to kind of bend and not go all the way down or go down without losing a lot of momentum. But we'll see. Right now, let's just play out the 1 hour. But that 4 hour is not looking amazing. So the 4 hour might actually start to bend the 1 hour down. See if there's any
give you both scenarios
on the 4 hour. No, nothing crazy yet. No hidden bearish, slightly almost hidden bearish right there as this swings sideways and that swings more down. So right now, we're just going to watch this 1 hour flag. That's kind of what I'm looking at. And the fact that we're staying above this resistance now, raise this up. You can see resistance, resistance, resistance. We came pretty close to it for a bounce. So we got to stay above 23,300. That's a key area. And can we get the bounce up to the upside? This is what we're looking for. This is a quick down and dirty Bitcoin update. You're looking at this flag. That's really it. And then we'll reassess in about 2 hours. But yeah, you want to see this flag break out on the 1 hour time frame. 15-minute is looking like indecisive but could move. 7-minute has momentum. So it's not all bad right now, just more sideways behavior. But you want to see if this flag can break to the upside. I mean, it looks more likely than not. Probability is that flag will break out on the 1 hour, but we'll see. Probability is that flag will break out on the 1 hour time frame. And boom. Imagine getting an update like that every morning, knowing where Bitcoin was going to go, the highest probability, and absolutely nailing it. And there I did it again. With BOOKMAP. Never doing BOOKMAP again. That's it. Could be a fake out breakout. The 4 hour, not a good sign on the 4 hour time frame.
But just showing you this update here.
Suggests that.
But when you hit Bitcoin every day, man, I could make a BOOKMAP mistake.
This is what we're looking for. This is a quick down and dirty Bitcoin update. You're looking at this flag. That's really it. And then we'll reassess in about 2 hours.
So anyway, that's what we were looking at for Bitcoin. That's exactly what eventually did happen. And we nailed it all week too. And how do I know this? Well, I trade the 200 SMA. And I trade with it. And when price action gets bunched up on the other moving averages, stochastics get low and the 200 becomes the outlier, it's very likely you pump up to the 200 SMA. Highly likely, like extremely. Like it's the most highly probable thing that could occur. All right? We also had a little bit of hidden bullish here because this is swinging down while that was swinging up. You see this? So we had a hidden bullish on the 1 hour time frame. Look at that. That's hidden bullish divergence. That tells you that you will make a high higher than this high. I called it out both times. I broke it down. The bullish divergences, the movement, the stochastics, and the moving averages. That's how we figured all this out. All right? That's how we figured all this out. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let me jump out the chat. Where is that chat? Do I not have a chat out? I don't get the chat out? That's so strange. No, it's got to be somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, we'll go to the content. Shout out to everybody here. 40,300 subscribers on our way to 50,000. I want 50 so bad. I want it better than, I just want that 50,000 so bad, baby. 50K. Can we get to 50K is the question. Can we get to 50K? I know we can. One person used to say it was clandestine. My man. Some of my biggest fans. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. DXY just pumped. I've told you it was going to pump. It was highly likely to pump. We talked about it. We went over it. We broke it down. Let's talk about the 7-minute here that's oversold. Likely to get a bit of a short squeeze. 7-minute is telling us a short squeeze is likely going to happen. See if you can break out of this wedge to the upside. The measured move for that would be 24,291. And that would kind of solidify that higher low. Let's take a look at the bigger time frames. I'm looking at ROSN Finance. I'm looking at DOIDX, which is up right now from entry. Entry was right here, bottom of the base of the triangle. That's up 18% since we put it out. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped on in. Wild is on my radar too. I'm going to talk about Wild. I like Wild. I accumulate Wild long term. All right. It's retesting the support zone right here. It's in a bit of a flag on the 4-hour time frame, as you can see. Might come a little lower and drop down to the lower trend line, but it's making a cup and handle. Wild getting ready. 41 cents. This thing's high, right? The all-time high for Wild sitting somewhere at about, what, $7 or $8 from here. I mean, you could do a 20x. $4 would be a 10x. I think you could definitely get a 20x out of Wild over time. I'm slowly accumulating it. I own about $1,500 worth of Wild right now. So I'm being honest with you. That's what I'm holding. Wild. Breaking it down. I've been talking about why I like Wild for a long time. I like the team. I like the production. I like the tech behind Wild. So Wild's on my radar for nice speculative purposes. Wild, baby, Wild. And Wild could go up about 89.7% on the move. All right? Wild. So that's interesting to me. Something worth talking about. Wild. All right? Just kind of on my radar. Now, the 4 hours overbought. I would wait for it to cool on over. But the daily and the 22 look pretty good. Even the 3 days coming on down. So what I do here is I put an alert on the 4-hour time frame somewhere in the middle of the Stokes. I even put an alert here. And I'm already in the position. So if it breaks out, so be it. And I'm starting to build long-term positions. I am coming out. I'm building long-term bags now for the next 2 years. A bunch of coins that I'm willing to hold for the next few years. I'm beginning to build. 500 here, 200, 2,000 here. You know that. You know, I'll be building about. I build about between $1,000 and $3,000 bags, and I look to 50x them. That's the plan. It's kind of my system and what I do. Shout out to everybody. Just put the lemon in the water. You got to put the lemon in the water. Decalcify that pineal gland. Get yourself going. Get yourself motivated. Did you work out today? I worked out today. I did lower focus. My legs feel like jello. Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here as we're holding 23,800 for Bitcoin. And we called the move this morning. And last night, we were all over it. I didn't open up a short. I wasn't calling shorts. I've been longing Bitcoin since, the last few weeks, just constantly grabbing up more and more BTC. A lot of people may never see 18K again, 17K again. There's a chance you'd never see that time again. And we can kind of start to get rid of our old TA here. We don't need the green box anymore that we were going to break into. We don't need this falling wedge. We don't need this flag. But look, this is how we got here. I just love watching the TA. We built this city. We slowly worked our TA. One step at a time. We slowly worked our TA, and we got to the next step. Unbelievable. And wow, look at that. 7-minute. So now we're watching the 7-minute right now for Bitcoin. All right? That's what we're doing. We hit the measured move of this. That was the base. That was your flag. You were supposed to go to 23,800, right? And basically hit the 200 SMA. We're so close to. I mean, that's good enough, right? 80% of the move. But another call that I made on the channel live, and I give my Bitcoin calls live like every single day. Like, you just got to show up and be consistent, and you'll know what's up. So there we are. 1 hour still has gas. 7-minute could still get a bit of a short squeeze, oversold here in this rising wedge flag. And the liquidity on Bookmap also suggests that we can go up to 24K, which when that happens, we usually bleed up into 24,001, 24,200. I've seen it many times. I have a link to Bookmap in the description below if you want to jump on in. If you can't believe how I made these predictions, if you're amazed by the Bitcoin predictions and you want to get down, you're like, dude, I want to get down. I want to know how you're doing this. Come to class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. The first step is class. Jump into class today. Change your life, everybody. Change your life and jump into class. All right? It's only $60 if you're in the trading group, $100 if you're not in the trading group. I don't know what you're waiting on. Jumping into class today, baby, today. Jump into class today. All right? And where did I buy Wild? I bought my Wild on MEXC. Why? Because I didn't have to pay any fees for my limit orders. 0 fees. Who wants to pay a fee? Max Global, where I'm stacking my Wild bag. 0 fees for both spot and future maker fees. Link in the description below. I do get a commission from the links that you hit below the video as disclosures. Help me out if you want. If you like to trade, if I've taught you a lot about trading and you want to just give back, the best thing you could do is just hit this referral link. And every time you trade, you send some referral my way. God bless you for jumping on in. And also get 0 fees. So it's a win-win for everybody in the situation. Max Global. Jump on into Max Global today or KuCoin. We also trade KuCoin heavily. Links in the description below for KuCoin and Max Global. Max Global has 0 fees right now and heavy promotions. jump in. I'm looking at ROSN Finance. It's consolidating nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if it went up 100% gains. ROSN on the radar. ROSN. Rosion Finance is the thing, but ROSN is the ticker. This thing continues to pump. On the radar, something to watch out for, right? Gens made a little bit of a move here. 37% came back down, but it is holding. Look at Gens. Holding this trend line. Looks like something bigger may be coming for Gens in the long run. Gens, a lot of these small caps are waiting for a big move. Gens is on the radar too now. Look at that cup and handle ascending triangle. And it's got this long trend line that it's holding. Gens on the radar. I would be watching for Gens. All right. Odds, can you beat the odds? We talked about odds right here in this flag. Went a little lower, but look at odds now up 137%. In total, it went up 182% from when I first started talking about odds. Did a little bit of a dip, but still, you may never have heard about this coin, and I put it on the radar. Odds, baby, odds. GTC's on my radar too. Gitcoin. I placed it like this. I was looking at it. Gitcoin just blasted to the upside. What did Gitcoin do? 24% gains out the move. Bit of a cup and handle. Gitcoin getting busy. So for Bitcoin, we're watching the 7-minute flag right now. That's what we're watching. Let's break down the bigger ideas for you on, the all-time history index we were watching last night and more. So look, I talked about this flag breaking out. We went over this idea that we could cup and handle. Look at the Sammy cup and handle that I drew that hit the target. Cup, handle, bang, 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 right? Unbelievable stuff that's going on here for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin pumped up to the 200 SMA like I knew it would, baby. Like I knew. And nothing was, there was no guarantees that it was going to happen, but the probability was highly likely that the flag was going to blast, right? So look, right now the falling wedge broke up. Let's look at our bigger time frame. We're going to get rid of this sauce that I have written here, but I worked so hard doing this. We're not lucky, everybody. We're prepared. The harder you work, the luckier you are. That's a saying. Shout out to Meet Kevin. And to meet Kevin for 5 hours in Ventura, California, costs about $1,300. I'm thinking about going out there. Who thinks I should do it? I'm about to spend $1,300 to spend 4 hours with Meet Kevin. It's $7,000 to spend the whole day. I think that's a little pricey. I think I can get a lot of good info out of him in 3 to 4 hours. I don't think I can spend 8 with him. You know what I mean? But what do you guys think? He has a program where you can spend $1,300 to spend the day with him in Ventura, California, or at least a few ideas. I think it's worth it. I'm going to take that money and move it. I want to start moving heavily into real estate. So I'm going to be taking all my wins and moving them into cash flow real estate and then continually, so I could trade the markets. I know how to turn small amounts into big amounts. So I'm just going to keep doing that and then using those profits to send them into down payments, take out mortgages, have the renters pay the mortgage, and own property for basically free. You know what I mean? For the next, and I'm just going to slowly do that from 40 to 70 years old till I amass $1 billion or more real estate portfolio. And I believe Kevin is the man you want to talk to. Kevin, that's all he's done. Just like I've done crypto, Kevin knows what he's doing. Kevin has become a multimillionaire in what he's done. And so I respect him. I like his hustle. And what I do is when I know someone knows more than me, I pay them for their knowledge. So I brought it up to my wife. It looks like I'm going to be flying out to Ventura, California sometime in the next few weeks. And I'm going to be spending some time with Meet Kevin. Hang out near his plane, whatever. I bet he'll like me so much, he'll let me hang out for the day and not have to pay. I'll schmooze him. I'll schmooze him to the point where he's like, Lifer, you're coming out wherever we go. And honestly, I have good information that he may want to keep. So he may want to keep me around for my crypto, information, Slipped up there, right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder to the upside. We've talked about this as well. 4-hour time frame or 1-hour time frame could break you up. We're not done yet. Can we get to the point of control? 24,700 is what we're looking at. Sounds like you already made the plan, but you're asking us a little stinker. You little stinker. Well, no, I didn't make the plan today. I am completely improv. Like, I just out of nowhere saw it. I didn't know he did it. I didn't know it was possible. My mind did the math. I said, man, that would be a pretty good experience. And I was like, I should do that, So I'm thinking about doing it. I don't like plane rides. I don't like 6-hour plane rides. It's tough for me. When I went to Vegas, that was a tough ride. I really don't like sitting on the plane for 6 hours. It's not easy for me. Very difficult for me to be in one seat the whole time. It's just like, I have like hyper, it's just traveling is very hard for me. Very, very hard. So let's look at the bigger scheme. I just want to look at the bigger idea here for Bitcoin on the all-time history index. I can even delete everything. We can redraw it again. And what we're looking at here is the daily time frame. And all we want is this higher low, right? So you got a high, you got a low, you got a higher high, you got a higher low in the trend. And I'm telling you, I mean, that's what I'm seeing for the daily. Looking absolutely beautiful. The 4-hour will, play games, but the 4-hour could just double bottom. You have 2 daily candles, so when the 4-hour dumps on you, it really usually doesn't shred through 2 daily candles. You get me? You also have the tweezer bottoms. The tweezer bottoms, we talked about tweezer bottoms. Perfect place to long Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Perfect place to long BTC. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. So daily is about to blast. 4-hour just needs to cool off, right? And I believe it looks like by Bookmap and the charts that we get more of a short squeeze to 24,000. We get rejected by 24K, right? Pretty big sell-off there. 498 Bitcoin, 238 Bitcoin on the order book for Bookmap. And this falling wedge breaks to the upside, and we talked about it. We found the divergence for you. We basically curated this entire move and showed you exactly why we believed it was happening, gave you the probabilities. I was live Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. Now I'm live again Monday morning. Like, how much more consistency do you need? I'm not going anywhere. That's why my trading group, I believe, is the best trading group to be in, because we're the most consistent in the entire internet. Nobody else takes more time when it comes to Bitcoin and altcoins than our lifers, baby. And I got an elite group, elite squad. We got so many people here willing to help you change your life. I'm telling you right now, it's the place to be. We've created traders out of thin air. Seriously, indicators out of thin air. So many things have happened from my teachings. I'm very, very proud of it. And it's been a blessing. So we have a resistance for Bitcoin. Now let's look at the bearish scenario. What's the bearish scenario? Here's the bearish scenario for Bitcoin. Why is it doing that? What just happened there? That's weird. Here's the bearish scenario for Bitcoin. Resistance. We're right at a resistance right now. Oversold, overbought on the 4-hour time frame. Getting there on the 1-hour, right? Look, starting to get a little sell-off here right at resistance. People are selling the resistance. High volume node. Perfect place to take a little bit of profits. We did boom to the upside. So, looks like we may get some type of pullback. However, that's why I'm watching this 7-minute. 7 minutes getting a dump. See that? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. 7-minute is getting a dump. You could try to say, okay, it's still going to try to hold this flag, but to me, it's the rising wedge breaking to the downside. Look. 7-minute didn't hold. Any time frames overbought? No. Really just a support and resistance sell-off here. And it could be the 4-hour just deciding to take a dump. I don't know. The 4-hour's got a strong green candle, though. That's interesting. 4-hour's got a bullish engulfing. So the 4-hour looks actually really strong for where it's at. Oh, another thing I wanted to show you. The gap in the VRVP. We told you we're going to go through this gap. Once we entered through here, I showed you the gap. I said it's likely we go to the top. I mean, we gap. I keep teaching you these concepts over and over again. I show you the gaps where we're likely to go through, show you the flag, show you the moving averages. There's not much more I can do. Just keep showing up every single day. It's going to click. If you're frustrated, if it doesn't make sense, I'm telling you right now, it's going to click over time. It's going to click. So I'd look for a bit of a pullback here. You got a rising wedge in the 15. You're oversold. I was hoping the 7-minute could create a crazy short squeeze, which it still may. If we can kind of, run back up in the zone here, we could say, okay, we're still in a flag, I guess, like this. 7-minute oversold suggests that it's going to get a bit of a bounce, but we hit resistance. So bearish idea is that we're going to bounce back down and test this point of control at 23,560 one more time. That's going to be your previous resistance. That would be a very, very nice place to load up, because it would just solidify the fact that you're moving to the upside. You're inside this channel. Now, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time. Is there a chance you break all the way back down and double bottom here at about 22,900? There's a chance. You have to be open-minded to that. But we'll play it. We'll wait for a bearish flag on the smaller. The smaller time frames are going to tell us what's going to happen. We don't have to be soothsayers. Also, false move Monday, pumping the Monday morning. I wouldn't be surprised if we dump back into the afternoon. It's just how Mondays are. I don't trust any move on a Monday. It's called False Move Monday for a reason. It's called False Move Monday for a reason. Shout out to all the beautiful souls on the live stream. Trevor TVA, the Golden Goo, and everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. CNC Ireland, Lifer Friend, and everybody here in the trading group. Love learning. Toby Linares and all my awesome, loyal lifers. God bless you. Yeah, I'm never going to do Bookmap Cam again. Never again. Good morning, Sam. Could you do GM2-3L pump to the 200 SMA on the daily? let's take a look. I've been back testing the 3Ls, and they have been doing it, so there's a chance. So we're going to leave Bitcoin right now. Looks like it's dumping to the downside now, clear as day, even though it's basically just doesn't care that the oscillators say we're going to bump up. Looks like a fake out because usually when you're this low on the stochastics, you're going to get a pump. So, but the 15-minute and the 1 hour are both getting rejected now with tweezer tops. So, and it's false move Monday. Just remember that. It is false move Monday. But it is a rising wedge. Supposed to break down. However, that 7-minute stochastics, they're saying no, like it's just rare that they dump when they're this low. It's very rare. Very rare we dump when they're this low, but anything is possible at any given moment in time when it comes to trading. And look, we're giving most of it back, getting rejected by 23,878, 892, all the way back down to 23,638. Sam, can you explain quickly what Shibarium is used for? I mean, Shibarium, right? I believe Shibarium, I mean, I don't know, but I could hypothesize. I mean, all you have to do is use Google, right? And like spend 5 minutes reading. Can you look at DEGO, please? In honor of my son, Diego Garza. Yo, hold up. We gotta do something here. This morning, I read a testimonial that blew my... I shared that testimonial with BitBoy, just so you know. I just want to let you know, Steve, I shared that with BitBoy. I sent it to a DM on Twitter, and he responded back. You shook both our hearts to the core, man. You shook both our hearts to the core. Unbelievable. But if you let me, I would like to read this testimonial. And that's why it's not always about the money. If you sign off right now because you're not seeing a chart, you don't have a heart. We all got started trading for different reasons. I started trading NFTs with my son because he was into it. He stopped playing sports his junior year of high school, and I needed something to bond with him over NFTs, and crypto just happened to be it. I knew nothing and lost a lot of money, but I did not care because I had something my son and I enjoyed together. I found the lifer from BitBoy and joined about a year ago and have made tremendous progress in capital and knowledge of trading setups and strategy. This kept me in trading and bonded with my son. I lost my son in a terrible car accident last Saturday, 3/18. I was ready to give up everything. The next day or somewhere close to that day, Lifer posted a DEGO chart. My son's name is Diego. The entry was 245. My son's jersey number was always 45. The setup looked good, so I jumped in with all my liquidity. I believe in energy and signs. I haven't looked much at the trades until today, so I still don't have mental focus to engage, but I want to share my story. This group in Crypto Lifer kept me in this while he was alive, and I'll be here for now for years to come. And then on top of that, he then sends a $45 super chat my way, even though he's the one in pain. He's the one struggling. He's the one going through it. If that doesn't inspire you, to change your life, I don't know what will. Can you look at DEGO, please? In honor of my son, Diego Garza. God bless you, Steve. Thank you so much for your time and a moment of silence for the passing of your son. God, we don't know why you take such people from our lives, but we do know that we learn from every experience in which you give us. May we learn in love and light, and may you teach us, even though we may not know the true reasons why everything does occur. Amen. May I have faith regardless, So we'll take a look at DEGO right away. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for writing that story. I'm so sorry to hear the pain that you went through. Unbelievable. But may God bless you, man. May God bless you. Thank you. Let's take a look at DEGO. Sorry if the wind kind of got knocked out of my sail a little bit here. I'm a little I could only imagine if I had ever lost my son, how I would feel for the rest of my life. And it would be a tough road, but we're going to be here for you every single day, man. God bless you, brother. God bless you. God bless you. Let's take a look at DEGO. And God bless Diego, man, in his name, Diego Garza. May God bless you, Diego. You're still with us in spirit every single day. Thank you. So 245 right there. It slipped. Actually, it went up. I mean, I don't know when you first got in. 245. Thing did pump all the way up to about 344. Came back down. But DEGO, what it's doing is it's in this kind of cup and handle here. So it's in this cup. Let's take a look at DEGO. Was nice, tight in the channel. Fell off. The only thing that I don't like about it is this is a descending triangle, right? Descending triangles tend to break down. A flat bottom, and then we could kind of say, okay, it fell out of that, broke back in, and now it's in a falling wedge. Render's in this same exact, like I got this photographic memory, and render's in the same thing. And look at Bitcoin just giving it all back. That's so weird. False move Monday every single time. Like I'm telling you right now, every single time. And now it is a rising wedge. So had you just played the wedge was supposed to break down to where it began, and now it's continuing to dump back. Very strange that you're that oversold on the 7. Means we might even spike back up, but this is just crazy. That's why I even said don't get too excited on Mondays, right? False move Monday every single time. You can bet on Monday being a false move. You can bet on Monday being a false move, all right? You can bet on it every single time, all right? Crazy. That's why you take profits. That's why you take profits. But dang, Mondays, man. Mondays, I do not overpost. Many setups are still in waiting. But Mondays, man, false move Monday. Look at that. They gave it all back. They bumped it all the way up for 2 hours straight and then bearishly engulfed the entire candle. The 4-hour looks horrible to me. That's the only thing that's weird. The 4-hour doesn't look good to me. It says it wants to reset and maybe make a double bottom here somewhere at 22,974. So we got the bump. And look, then I suggested we would make a move back to the downside. I didn't know it was going to happen that fast. However, the 7 minutes oversold, you're going to get some type of pump back up at one point, in my humble opinion. So we shall see. Only time will tell. Let's keep it on the smaller time frames for now because the movement is just so insane. Bart Simpson, look, a slanted Bart Simpson to the downside. Now we're bouncing off the 200 SMA on the 7. 7 still says it's going to pump. I wouldn't be surprised if we V-shape recovery right back up. Like I would not be surprised if we end up and we just we pump right back up to the upside. Let's take a look at the dollar index. Anything crazy happening in the rest of the markets that's kind of pushing us off? Let me finish DEGO here. So DEGO, resistance. It's bouncing off previous resistance, which is a nice sign. However, that 4-hour does want to push us down. We could go lower. Take a look at our 22-hour and our daily time frame. They both look like they're going to make a huge blast. That's a cup and handle on DEGO. So we got to make it through this 4-hour without losing too much. That's like the plan. So the 4-hour curves down. It would be great if a smaller time frame breaks out. When it curves down, we do a retest. These are the two areas I'd be looking up to load up on DEGO. If we came back for a double bottom here on the 4, or if we pumped up and retested the top trend line. Let's take a look at our moving averages on the daily. We just had a golden cross and we're back above the 200. Wouldn't be surprised if a move eventually did come from that. And the 22 is getting tighter and tighter, which is another good sign. And look, you have swing up to swing up. While this whole thing kind of swings down, you can even go from here to here to here. I got the hiccups. We got a little bit of hidden bullish divergence on DEGO. Also, DeFi starting to move, and this is rounded bottom consolidation. Anytime you have these big rounded bottoms, it's consolidation. Eventually, you're likely to make a big move to the upside, at least to these next resistance points. Wow, that one hurt. You ever have like hiccups that hurt? That one hurt. Strap up, boys. It's going to be a crazy week. So I'm going to duplicate this. That will be our cam. Your avatar moves look like a snow globe. I like that. My condolences, man. Took profits at the top. Thank you, Sammy. Amen. You got to, baby. You got to. You got to. Right when we wake up, you watch that pump. Once a green candle pumps, if you sell green candle, see my, man, hiccups, man. I don't think I've ever had hiccups on the show. If you sell green candles, oh my God, you're likely going to have a good life over time. The guy with the hiccups, I'm going to be known as the hiccup guy. CREDI just boomed. So hiccups are so weird because you're like, what? Wish I had found that flag. That flag was beautiful. 7-minute. You can't get them all, though. You can't get them all. Gamium. I believe I went over Gamium. I was all over this coin, and this thing banged to the target. 65% gains for Gamium. GMM for the win. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. Bang, bang, bang. Gamium, GMM, and here I am posting it at 2:22 at 4:05 p.m. doing damn 5 days ago Gamium, and I'm saying, and I posted it the night before actually. Look, I said I posted this last night. There I am here at 2:21, 4 hours about to blast. It was oversold, ready to rock. Gave you the perfect entry for Gamium. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. $500. I mean, makes $300. 65% gains for Gamium as I fight through this insane hiccuping. All right, so I'm just posting the gains. Gamium. Boom. Boom. And there's always a winner somewhere. I was looking at CLH too. Look at this. 41% gains for CLH Clearinghouse. I don't think I tried to find it. Did I post it? Ascending Triangle Possible, 1 hour scalp. So I started posting the Ascending Triangle on, 121. No. But maybe someone asked this about on a live stream, but I mean, it was right above the point of control, getting tight on the moving averages, getting close, likely to make a move, and it made a move, right? STX, I put in this flag. It's technically up from the entry. Entry was right around here or anywhere in there. And it's up 29%. Came a little lower, but STX still pumping technically. Standard banged on them to the upside right out that flag. Standard. Interesting. Maybe I put it on the live stream. And even I see 225. My man got it here on the 706 Fibonacci retracement. Banging on them. And then the elite. Like, forget about me. Then you got the elite. IOI hit for gains too. 18%. Remember I said the IO coins are going to start moving and mooning? This thing actually went up all the way 29% in total. IOI banging on them to the upside. Bitcoin SR flip of the 15. Look straight at the camera and say elephant with authority. Elephant. It's gone. Hold your breath for 30 seconds and take a few sips of water. Push down and hold each sip while doing so. Now they went away without them. Tesla is moving. We'll take a look at GMT 3L. And you guys want Tesla? I never do Tesla, but I can show you I can easily do Tesla. So let's take a look at Tesla today. Let's see what's happening to Tesla. So look, Tesla boomed up. Came all the way back down. You got to pull a Fibonacci on that and find out where you stand. You came to the 706 institutional load up point. Already up 65% from the 706. That's why you trade the 706, actually even a little lower to the 786. Great place to load up. We fell out of but we came back inside, right? So good things. The daily is oversold, expecting a move, and you're in a bit of a flag. So right now, once the daily gets above that 200 SMA, and then you're going to get a golden cross, Tesla's looking nice. The daily wants to boom. I could see Tesla blasting all the way up to about 330, 324 from 206. So it's my call for Tesla. Tesla will be 324 probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, somewhere by the end of March and April. April 8th, April 9th, somewhere like that. CPOOL looks interesting on the higher time frames. Can we get your thoughts? Shout out to Dopamine Wave Pool. Talk about CPOOL. Ooh. Please, last time you checked site, not the chart. COCOS. I checked the chart. We looked at the chart. Don't play games. You must have left early. Maybe you're right, but I'm pretty sure we looked at the chart too, though. Yeah, I have a trade out for it. We looked at the chart, my man. It's right here. I put a trade out that actually went up from entry, which was right there. 22%. And actually, it's still going sideways. So I don't know if you left the stream, but I usually, I'm pretty sure I did the chart. I could be wrong, though. I do a lot of streams. I'm not going to go and say, I know for sure every single time. The best bet is to say you're not sure. COCOS BQX looks like a blast on the 2-hour time frame. This looks like easy money to me. You know what I mean? I'm going to risk about 20% to gain about 81. I like what's going on here. Throw $500 and make money on this. I like what's going on here. Again, anything that I say should never be thought of. You got to make your own decisions, what I'm saying. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, and nothing I do on this channel should be taken as financial advice. This is just my story. You're kind of watching in real life, IRL. This is my real life. I show up every single day. I share my life with you, and I talk about what I'm looking for possible opportunities to change my life. All right? To change my life. So COCOS USDT on the 2-hour time frame looks pretty good to me. I like what's happening on COCOS. I mean, it's very bullish. Why is it very bullish? Well, it's consolidated tightly inside of a channel. That's bullish right off the bat. The pattern itself is bullish. The moving averages are close together. Bullish. You're about to get back above a high volume node. Bullish. Price likes to fly off that. And then you're oversold in the stochastics. And the RSI is actually in a bit of a cup and handle that could blast you to the upside. This is a cup with a handle inside. You can see it here. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. So COCOS in the cup and handle. It just got a lot of things that I go for, right? And so I like that I have a system. All I have to do is look for things that fit my system, and it's a go-go. If you want to understand this, I will say it again like I say it every day, and I say it just to push people. Jump on into class for $60 in my trading group. What are you waiting for? Stop wasting money on nonsense. If you went to the bar this week and spent $60 on alcohol, and you don't want to spend $60 to teach yourself how to trade, you are getting everything you deserve. All right, and I'm sorry to say that, but if you're having a tough life, if you're losing money, and you're still drinking and doing drugs, and you're trying to trade, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be a good trader while you're drinking and doing drugs. I'm just telling you right now. It's not going to happen. All right? Maybe you'll get lucky here and there, but it's just highly unlikely you're going to become a good trader if you're drinking and doing drugs. I'm sorry. You kind of need to live a pretty good life, a clean life, if you want to become a trader. You're going to be dealing with millions of dollars. Your emotions are going to be up and down. You're going to have to understand how to control your emotions. You can't be on 100 different things every 5 seconds. You're going to have to find out who you are and stabilize yourself. I'm telling you right now, that's why I really do push the clean life. That's why I really do push, at least alcohol, you know what I mean? And heavy drugs, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to be 100% a saint, all right? But for the most part, you got to keep yourself, work out, drink lemon water, keep yourself healthy, keep your mind focused, all right? Thanks, man. Followed your advice. Got long at 23.565. Waited for the pullback. Might just jump on your Saturday morning course, man. It's only the last Saturday of every month. So it'll be a month from now if you wait, or it's every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. All right? You got to have your head. Stay sober and you will grow. Amen. Amen. Paradigm Miner, you're most certainly welcome. When I was first told this would work, I had hiccups so bad I was in pain. I was told if I didn't work immediately, stop my hiccups, he'd give me $100. You're funny. I used to drink real bad. I could not get enough. Then I woke up and realized life is precious. Amen. Nothing is more painful than organ failure from alcohol and being trapped in the ICU for weeks. Oof. Thank you for everything, Sam. Much love from Dubai. God bless you, brother. 23,452 support for Bitcoin. But COCOS BQX looks absolutely wonders to me. I like what I'm seeing here for COCOS. So thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. Who's on super chat today? What's the next chat coming at us? GMT3L. We got to jump into GMT3L. And you asked a serious question. You wanted to know, is it likely to get back up to that 200 on the daily? Let's take a look at that. I've backtested this on 2-3L tokens, and it has played out. So you're looking for the GMT3L to pump. Now, normally you want these to be tight. So you want the moving averages to be close together and tight. You're not getting that here, so it's a little different than the thing that I go for. You want, see how these were tight here? You try to get the pump up. What you're looking for is a strong divergence on a bigger time frame. So let's take a look at our 22. And we're going to juxtapose our price action with our RSI, right? And so look, I mean, price action swinging to the downside. RSI is swinging to the upside. It's a nice bullish divergence, but it could only get us probably to maybe this point of control. You have a heavy resistance here for GMT3L. It's a giant double bottom, though. I mean, it's a lot of guts, but it says it could happen. I also would have to reassess GMT, right? Like if I'm going to trade GMT3L, I'm going to assess GMT. So let's take a look at GMT here on KuCoin and see what's happening. So this is at a cup and handle. It's retesting the 618. Looks like a blast could be happening on GMT. I like what I'm seeing here. So GMT on the radar for a big move, at least to this point of control. And then I could see it making 137% gains. Hidden bullish divergence, because this is like barely swinging down, or that swings down while that swings up. GMT on the radar. And yeah, that 3L token looks like it may get to that 200 SMA. I mean, GMT looks good, so GMT 3L will likely follow. See, here's that cup and handle. See, they don't look exactly the same. So you have to reassess both to really do the real math here. Normally, when I trade the movement up to the 200 SMA. Oh, wait, it's not on the daily. I think you had the 22. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold up. No, there it is. Yeah. Oh, no, now you're right. Sorry. I didn't look at the daily yet. You're 100%. I mean, look. Yeah, I'm going to add that to the list. I've been backtesting this theory that every single time this is going to happen. Basically, 90 to 80% of coins that have this look in this structure are going to pump up to the 200 SMA. That's 1,300% gains. That's pretty insane, right? So GMTL on the radar. What I want you to do is I want you to understand these concepts. What I could even do is here, I put alerts here. Here. And if it hits, I'll know. I'll get alerted. And I just like, sometimes I can't trade everything, right? I can't trade every single coin that I put out. It would be impossible, right? So I have to pick and choose my battles too as well. And so I like to backtest things. Like I'll have a bunch of things that I'm just seeing if it's going to happen. I've had 2-3Ls do this. I've backtested it on multiple coins. I have a list of all the coins that have been done that have been doing this. We even talked about a Bitcoin just did this on the 1 hour. I had a live stream recently where I showed you how you could figure out. I was looking at this recently. This guy, Matt Bills, he broke down this fortune miner, and I began to do it. I'll have to be honest. I jumped in with 4 BNB. Thing is going to make $40 a day. I mean, pretty crazy in yield. So, cart will be filled in 45 hours. Withdraw in 21 hours. You have to compound once. If you do not compound, you do not get 90%. You'll pay a 90% tax. Now, he did his due diligence on this. I'm going on him. He did his due diligence. He likes to farm. He seems like a legit dude. You never know. Never do anything you see on YouTube. You got to do your own math. So I did my own due diligence. I didn't do it because Matt Bills did it. I like the 333, right? He claims the team is amazing, right? I took a shot. I put play money in here. Only put play money in decentralized finance, in my humble opinion, until it gets more solidified. But, I'm going to rock $1,200 and watch it pay me $40 a day and see if I can run it for, for a few months. You know what I mean? If I lose my $1,200, I lose my $1,200. It is what it is. So be it. So I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it out, see where it goes, the fortune miner. And, my ability to try things out really has been my ability to be successful. I don't mind putting my neck on the line to figure things out. Sean, thank you so much, man. Bitcoin pumped is projected to the upside. We started that flag. We got up to the move. Bang, bang, bang. And then GMM, my man. Thank you so much for the love, Sean. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just putting, and no one paid me to do this. I'm doing it myself. You can follow along and see what happens. See if I get rug pulled. See if I eventually make it through. I put $1,200 in this 4 BNB. We'll see what happens. All right, we will see what happens. All right. Bitcoin finally got a bit of support here inside the channel in the 7. And I'm expecting a bit of a bounce right back to the upside. I really am. A V-shaped recovery right back up because we're oversold here. So I'm expecting a bounce right back to the upside. No lie. And look, previous resistance becomes new support. We're sitting on a point of control in the 7-minute time frame. And you can see that's a nice support zone. 23,500 is strong. All we really need to do is solidify 23.5. That's all we want. So what do I see happening now? I mean, this is the channel. This is the channel. Down, up, coming back down. We may struggle a little bit more further, but already starting that V-shaped recovery. I mean, look, the reason why I believe we V-shaped recovery is because you have hidden bullish divergence right here. Hidden bullish tells you that you're likely to push to the upside. If I had I would long futures right now. That's going to pump. That's going to pump. Bitcoin's going to pump there. Back to the upside, of my humble opinion. The hidden bullish divergence, I mean, it's so strong. That's a mini version of what we've been seeing on the daily and the 4-hour that has played out. Suggests that we do go right back to the upside here out of this falling wedge. Messy pattern. But there's your wedge. You kind of have a double bottom here. You have a local resistance now at 23,620. 23,000. We got to get above that area on the 1 minute. That's like that's just going to be, you got to punch through. You got the double bottom. 1 minute wants to roll over on you though. So if we put the 1 hour in a flag, says we could go lower. And that's why I watch the smaller time frames one step at a time. If you're trading leverage, you're watching this closely. If you're not, you're not too stressed about it. Hidden bullish divergence in the 7-minute tells me we're likely to make a high above the high. Minutia on the 1 minute says we could go down to the bottom of the pattern. That would be fine. 7 minutes suggests that we do get a pump. I'm going on the probability that we V-shape recovery right back into the zone. I wouldn't be surprised if we made it back inside this channel and then blasted out of this channel. Mondays have been crazy, so I wouldn't be surprised if somehow price action gets back in here, hangs out, and then pumps out of the channel. It could happen, so just, keep that around. That measured move would still take you to 24,298. So right now we're watching the 1 minute bear flag, seeing if it ends up lower or just kind of does a triple bottom or a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder there. We're watching this falling wedge in the 7-minute and the hidden bullish divergence in the 7-minute, which to me is solidified and should be breaking us back to the upside, but only time will tell. And that's my update for Bitcoin. I'll come back to it in a couple hours or towards the end of the stream, but this is what we're watching. This are the two things that we need to be paying attention to. Shout out to everybody here at 11 o'clock. And let's take a look at the super chats. CKB, which is Nervos, if I'm correct. Nervos. Let's take a look at Nervos. On KuCoin. Wow, continue to go to the upside. We called this parabolic run for CKB. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped on into CKB for gains of up to 89% gains. How did we do it? Well, the moving averages got tight. We had a high volume node. The MACD was showing lack of bearish momentum. The RSI was low. The stochastics were low. And there was a feeling that we were going to get a move to the upside. I also met the CKB team. Really good team. Love hanging out with them. Met them in New York. Kevin Wang, the whole crew. So shout out to CKB and Nervos. We love you. We appreciate you all for being here. And here's what I gave on 2/16 CKB. And it was up 37% since entry on 2/5. We gave this entry on 2/5. It took 22 days. But 22 days to make 88%, I mean, that's beautiful. 22 divided by 88. I always look at this. People never realize this, but 88 divided by 22 days. You're talking, you already do the math, but 4% a day. 4% a day to hold CKB for the last, month, 25 days. Unbelievable. 3 weeks to make 80%. And actually, it's still holding gains of 40% if you fell asleep. So CKB banging on them to the upside. Massive move. 91% in total from the initial entry that we gave right here. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. And we just continue to roll. If you're not in the trading group, I don't know what you're doing. You're playing games. Like you think that it's easier alone when there's a bunch of people working together, making it happen here in the Crypto Lifer crew. Eventually, the $100 a month becomes nothing to you. You're able to make way more than that. And you just join the group because you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Bang, bang, bang. Posted on 2/5. %. I love these before and afters. So thank you for the super chat. I'll get into where I see CKB going now. 91% gains in total. Unreal for CKB. Nervos. Do you know your coins? Right? And here again, we get the beginning trade. You can just see, like, every day we're showing you a gain. Every day, because we don't take a day off. If we took a day off, then we might not be able to post a gain every day. You know? Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I never checked the count. How many people we got here? 725 beautiful souls in the live stream. $94 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. So we want to see this flag hold. Double bottom out. We want to see the 1 hour flip, the 1 minute flip back out. I say it's highly unlikely that we dip any lower because of this hidden bullish. I believe we make a high higher than this high. I know you think I'm insane because you don't know hidden bullish like I do, but the hidden bullish suggests that the 7 minute is going to move and it's going to make a high higher than 23,893. All right. Again, anything is possible, and we do have to get above this resistance first. And, we have to, and this resistance, like, we're going to have to make our move. But hidden bullish divergence is the strongest indicator I've ever seen, and it's on the 7 minute, and it's on the 7 minute hard right now. This is swinging down on the RSI. Well, this is swinging up on the price action. Unless price action gets super low and then nullifies it, which to me, after those candles closing, it's not happening. You never know, though. Anything is possible. So we're watching this closely. If you're just coming into the channel, we got the pump up on the 1 hour to the 200 SMA that we called last night on the channel out of this little flag here that I've since deleted, right? Boom, that was our move on the history index, right? And, yeah. And so now we're watching the smaller time frame 7 minute flag here. Or 1 minute flag, sorry. To make sure it doesn't ruin the idea is shoulder head. We want a right shoulder. We want to bump out of here. We want this high volume node to hold. We want to get back up to the point of control on the smaller time frame. Death cross on the 1 minute. I believe too, usually you go to the bottom of the pattern. So it's like usually you go down here to the bottom of the pattern. We'd still have hidden bullish slightly there if we go that low. Slightly. So 1 hour now continuing lower out of the bear flag. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you learning just from this alone? Who here likes this alone? Just me just doing my thing with Bitcoin. Who here gets a lot out of this? Let me know, because I don't know. I want to know. Like, I do whatever I do, and, I don't know exactly what you get out of it every single time. I love interacting with the chat, though. CKB will make you some bread, due for a move. I mean, due for a move. It kind of already made a huge move. Let's take a look at CKB now. And honestly, I've been playing with this idea. Slanted patterns. This is a slanted Adam and Eve double bottom. You see it? You may have missed it at first, but then you can see it's definitely an Adam and Eve double bottom. Just a little slanted, and it made the move it was supposed to make. I mean, the neckline, the headline here, it's going to blast. So look, Adam and Eve double bottom. See that? Know your patterns. Know how to find them. It'll change your life forever. All right. Let's look at CKB on the daily time frame. 3-day even. Let's take a look at what's happening here. I mean, the 3-day right now, I'm testing the 3-day pumps to the 200 SMA. Does the 3-day pump up to the 200 SMA? Every single time frame should do it. So technically, this should close the gap for 100% gains. It really should. Let's take a look at our daily. You got the cup and handle. You have to remember, we're at the very bottoms of the bottoms. You buy a coin down here, you're buying it at the lowest of the lows. CKB or Nervos. Makes me want to buy everything on the low. Just gobble it all up. Hold it for months at a time. To 10 or 20x every single thing that you touch. I 10x almost any single coin I breathe on. It was insane in the last run. Couldn't miss. So we have a golden cross there on the daily. Look at our oscillators. You're oversold. Yeah, I see what you're seeing for CKB now. So when we zoom out, we see a whole new story. And it's retesting this new zone yet again. Thank you for the $13 Canadian. God bless you. Great content. Thank you for your work. Shout out to Cowbone. K-Bone 3. K-Bone. K-Bone 3, man. God bless you, brother. Or K-Bone with the 3. Wow, look at the nasty long squeeze now. False move Monday for sure. Shredding the charts to the downside. Getting lit. And look, there we go. The measured move of that bear flag. So we had you at hello with that bear flag, and we just got slaughtered. Oh my gosh. This is a Monday. What a Monday, man. They gave back every single thing that we got this morning. Unbelievable. Shredded it. Joe, false move Monday. They do it every single time. Like it's getting to the point where you know what they're going to do every single Monday. So insane. So insane. You get excited for a gain, you better take that gain. Look at that. Just shredding your life apart. And now the 1 hour's bearish wants to come on down. Insane. 4 hours getting bearish. I told you I didn't like the 4 hour even last night. And now you got a bearish engulfer on the 4 hour time frame. Did it denied the hidden bullish too, which is really weird. That, you know, it was 7 minute, but still. I never really back tested on the 7 minute before, I'll tell you that. I usually play it on the 4 hour, the daily, bigger time frames. Weekly, I usually never play it on a smaller time frame. So let's reassess the situation, right? Let's see what's going on here. Let's go to my Binance chart, and I'm just going to rework this a little bit. Stop making random patterns everywhere, freaking you out. Let's rework this, and let's see what's happening. So that didn't happen. The rising wedge worked to the downside like it was supposed to. All right. And then the bear flag continued down on the 1 minute time frame. It was an M2, and you had resistance. Just crazy. Like, just like how. Just makes me laugh. It's so weird, you know? Yeah. All right. Now I got to rework. I got to see what my brain sees out of this. Okay, so here we go. Channel. We just got to get back inside this channel then, or we're going to head lower to here, where the rising wedge began, which is 22,800. Okay? That's really it for me. You can kind of put this in a flag too again and be like, all right, we're going to, can we stay inside of this little flag that broke back in? Attempting to create diamond vibes, which would break us further down, technically. But we shall see. What a crazy move on Monday. False move Monday every single time. I can't believe it's always false move Monday every time. Shout out to Tito. Spot on, man. Spot on. False move Monday as we bounce off of 23,300. Can we hold the zone? I mean, the 7 minute says. It said you weren't supposed to dump when you were here. You know what I mean? So. It was a rising wedge. And the 1 hour was overbought. It was time to take some profits of the bigger time frames. 15 minute had legs, but it decided it was going to dump on us too. So the 15 minute and the 1 hour pinned the 7. The 7 minute didn't give us the love. We didn't get the 7 minute short squeeze. But it is a Monday, all right? So this is what we see here. We see this channel. Can we hold this zone and bounce right back up to the top of the channel? So you want to see if Bitcoin can get back inside here and move up to here. If it can, it could barely retest, and that 4 hour will drag you even lower. 23,300. Nasty move for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the bigger areas. Did the DXY just get a huge pump? We'll see. Now that's attempting to bearishly retest. See? Look, I'll be nice enough to, I'm going to get rid of everything I've just drawn. And the moving averages. Let's just assess what just went on here. We're still holding this beautiful support, no worries. We have resistance. Now we're inside of a, low and high. This is our range right now. Our high range, our low range, our middle range. So we're in the middle range right now. You see that? Rising wedge. If the rising wedge can hold, we can make some type of flag this way. So it's kind of important that we don't go lower to the next level. If we do, this is our next stop. 22,700. How do you figure out where that next stop is? Look at the 1 minute and look what the 1 minute is doing. If the 1 minute is making bear flags and looking bearish, then it's likely you're going to go lower. If the 1 minute is making some type of inverted head and shoulder or a double bottom, then it's likely you go higher. If the 1 minute has a very, very strong bullish divergence, there's a chance that you also have hit your bottom. Let's take a look if any of these two things have occurred. Here we have swing down and swing down, which is a nice bullish divergence. Tells us we could get our bounce, but now we have a local resistance at 23,005 that we have to get back above to remain bullish. So here we go. And so now you watch the 1 minute time frame, and eventually it's either going to start to dump down on you and take you down here to 22.9, or it's going to V-shape recovery back up to this point of control. We don't know what's going to happen. Stochastic suggests that we double bottom to the upside, but anything is possible. And this is how you figure out what's happening for Bitcoin. All right? Pretty, this is how you do it. All right? You slap a little BOOKMAP in there, which didn't help out today. Yeah, it had some orders, but wasn't perfect. Still says we go higher to 23.4. And the only liquidations, we got some long liquidations, some short liquidations, and then we've been flat ever since. Thank you for everything. God bless you. Thank you for saying thank you. It's really nice of you. DXY below 105. Let's take a look at the DXY. That's the one thing I really want to wrap my head around today. So CKB in a bit of a cup and handle here. I would watch it closely. Nervos Network on KuCoin. Just got a golden cross. May come a little lower and dip down to this level here at 0.04952. No, 0.0044079. All right. So 952 less. About 920 somewhat less. Or, no, 800 and whatever. 880. Yeah, whatever. 789 beautiful people on the live. 415 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? It would be such a blessing. The more people that hit that like button, the more people are going to pump your bags. So if you hold any crypto, and I guess it's my channel, and the likes do help me, but they help you as well. Because I'm talking about crypto every single day, and the more people that know about crypto, the better off it is for you. So when we look back on that concept and that idea, and we think about it, by you hitting the like button, you pump your own bags, you get more people into cryptocurrency, you make crypto more popular, and it only helps you out in the long run. So pump your bags. Do the good thing for yourself. Hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Screw Bondly. I don't like Bondly, man. After what they did, I'm all set. Let's take a look at the super chats. DAO, GALA, Filecoin, Doge, Solana, and CPOOL. Wow. You guys don't stop. Shout out to Toby. You don't stop. So CKB looks like a big move is coming on the daily time frame. It may take some time, but I would definitely watch CKB on the daily time frame. And the market's been doing pretty good so far. So good. People don't realize that was a before and after. I'm going to delete that. And that's a cup and handle on the daily time frame. All right, cup and handle on the daily time frame. Falling wedge, bouncing off previous support. Had a golden cross. Definitely something worth watching compared to everything else. Definitely something worth watching. When you read Lifers testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Thank you for the love. Ride with us. Yes, thank you for your dedication and excellent TA. I love how you honor your wife and beautiful baby girl. Amen to that. They're the only people in my life. I spend all my time with my wife and kids. I don't have a lot of boys. My boys are guys who have families too, and we're all like, hey, I wish we could hang out a lot, but we're both very busy. You know what I mean? Wow, Bondly rebranded to 4G after Animoca bans buying it. Interesting. I pulled the local volume profile for 24 Feb 26. Bitcoin just found support at the old value area high, 23,284. Amen. Super chats, DAO, GALA. We did GALA already. Oh, no, we didn't. GMT, yeah. Let's take a look at DAO. DAO, USDT. I'm getting Dora. Are you talking about Singularity DAO? Singularity DAO? SDAO? I think you want SDAO. I don't know, though. I'm going to go with SDAO. And think you might have forgotten an S. So SDAO just had a golden cross, oversold, retesting previous levels. Let's take a look at it on the daily. It's a little bit below, like that is your support line. Looks like we kind of dipped below it. We're trying to fight back into it. The last time we traded this thing, it was here and it mooned like you wouldn't believe. Pull your Fibonacci. I mean, you're at the 7-8, you're in the Fibonacci golden pocket for SDAO. So this is about to blast, in my humble opinion. SDAO golden pocket, you know what to do. Like, again, you're going to get better and better at understanding these concepts and just letting them play out over time. All right? Stop loss below an 886, somewhere like that. Let this thing rock out. Daily's oversold. 4 hour maybe beat because the whole, yeah. So like you watch a 4 hour time frame, you know, you either get in with a lower stop loss or you wait for the 4 hour to get a little prettier. Those are your two options in trading. You either get in right away on the bigger time frame or you use a smaller time frame to solidify a better entry. You can use one of those two scenarios. It's up to you, or you can use none. It's complete. You got to figure out your special sauce. You got to figure out what makes you tick, right? What works for you, and go with that. All right. SDAO on my radar, you know, retracing to the Fibonacci. Okay. And remember, if you can't make it to the stream, we still post a lot of stuff for you that we see on the stream. So you're solidified and covered for your $3 a day. You see what the stream sees. You're ready to go. You got this. Retracing to the golden pocket. Fib level. And if you don't know the answers, like what is the golden pocket? What is he talking about? I have videos for everything ready for you in my directory. The directory has you going, baby. Check it out. And it has everything you need. DeFi, right? How to use DeFi, impermanent loss, yield farming, how to stake liquidity pool tokens, and more. I'm telling you right now, so much free data that people are charging thousands of dollars for. People actually think I'm a moron for giving it away the way I'm giving it away. But I do it because I love you and I believe I could die tomorrow, baby. And you do what you can today for others. They do what they can for you. And together, you make it happen. So gains of the day, GMMM. Gamium for big wins. Took 6 days to get 65% from the 21st to the 27th. CKB, no stop loss got hit in the making of this parabolic run-up for 91% gains for 22 days. Bitcoin, we called the pump last night to the 200 SMA. We got the pump. It was short-lived at a false move Monday. And IOI came out last night and pumped by this morning for 18% out the cup and handle. And MNet making a nice move last night, 7:57 p.m. The 26th, booming up 35% gains for MNet. Stepwatch by the elite. And then ROSN Finance I put out yesterday, and then by 11:30 this morning yesterday, it was up 59% gains over the weekend. That's in 2 days. You know what I mean? And BEARISH, I put it in a tight channel, went up 48.9%. The 21st to the 26th took 5 days. Casper, we talked about it moving. Let's take a look at Casper. It's on my radar again. Hot coin on MEXC Global. MEXC Global has the gems, baby. MEXC Global has the gems. $106 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Kang's Lifer, I don't see this Coinbase news anywhere. What Coinbase news? So SDAO on the radar. SDAO on the radar. I definitely would write that down. Anytime you see something in a Fibonacci retracement on the 4 hour time frame, but the bigger time frame like the 22 and the daily oversold, definitely something I would be strictly watching and paying attention to. Okay. Kang's Lifer. Shout out to Quarter Crawler, my man. AGIX, baby. DAO, GALA, Filecoin, Doge, Solana, and CPOOL. Let's take a look at GALA, baby, GALA. Now, GALA, they've been coming out with some big news. 4 days ago, some big news. Crypto Stash came out with some big news for GALA. So, GALA was low at that 1 cent. Came back up all the way to 6 cents. Had that rally. Marky Wahlberg news. The Rock news, right? Marky Wahlberg and The Rock are now working with him. Hey, everybody, my name's Marky Wahlberg, and I love GALA. You know, I played a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter. I could do anything. You know, my brothers, we did it. You know, New Kids on the Block, they did everything. It didn't matter. I became Marky Mark. And, you know, now after all that, I'm going to put all my attention into GALA, into blockchain. So I just want to let you know I could do it. I played a cop. I played a fireman. Now I played a blockchain expert. I'm in GALA, baby. Super chats all day for Crypto Lifer. My name's Marky Mark. Thank you so much for being here. Babe, I can take care of it. It doesn't matter, babe. I played a cop. I played a fireman. Babe, I can do it. It doesn't matter. I got this, babe. I got it. Let me just show you. Let me just show you what I can do, and we can go there. I'm Marky Wahlberg, babe. Doesn't matter. So look, falling wedge to the upside. Hey, Loish, I think I'm going to grow a beard. My name's Peter Griffin, and every single day I watch Crypto Lifer on YouTube. Everybody in Quahog watches him. We all love him. We made a bunch of money on Phantom, and we're going to do it again on his next call. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. God bless each and every one of you. Peter Griffin, signing out. Family Guy, over and out. Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your ass. Hey, Loish, I think I'm going to grow a beard. I said, put my foot up your ass. I don't say the word, all right? I don't say the word over here. I almost say the word. I say, hey, over here. All right, so look, GALA in a falling wedge. 200-day moving average is coming into play. I like that. That's a good bounce area, all right? I drew a fib. We're getting closer to the 618. Do we wick down to it? There's a chance we do. But this is nice, and I showed you this consolidation, and it looks like GALA is going to do some bacon on the beach. Once Bitcoin solidifies that lower low and everyone can breathe, we get back to 25,000. These coins are going to rock like you read about. Bit of a cup and handle here, too. Kind of a stiff cup and handle there that could make a bit of a move. So I'm watching GALA closely. 22 daily. Even the 3-day, even the 3-day back in the sweet spot. So if you were patient and you didn't chase, you had to be patient. You had to be patient. You had to be patient. Now the patient ones may begin to get paid again. So we're going to watch this 4-hour time frame. Again, the whole market's, again, overbought on the 4. Not in the sweet spot. We need to see this 4-hour retest or just kind of go sideways here so we can get a bigger move. But I do like what I'm seeing for GALA. I would watch GALA very, very closely, getting oversold on the bigger time frames. On the 22-hour and the daily time frame, GALA, baby, GALA. And you want to be projecting into the future. You want to be able to see what's happening, kind of make your plan, see if the plan plays out. Let's talk about Filecoin. Thank you so much for these super chats. God bless you all. I hope everyone's getting their chat answered. I appreciate you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. 11:30, and that brings us the news, baby, the news. Every single day at 11:30, I do bring you the news. Then we will get back into the super chats. But right now, let's jump on into the news. I'll be right back. And here we are back with the news. Blur's stance on royalties is insulting. Animoca Brands chairman Yat Sui says NFT marketplace that could cut out royalties from their free structures are insulting to creators. Animoca Brands chat Yat Sui told The Block in an interview. The whole point of cryptocurrency and blockchain was to give ownership back to the creator, back to the user, back to the person that owned it. And they're trying to make it so I guess once you sell it off, you get nothing, and they just continue to make the fee. Something going on here. Animoca Brands Yat Sui has a message for the marketplaces. If you care about the health of the Web3 ecosystem, you should stand behind creator royalties. The remarks made in an interview at an NFT Paris followed a prolonged debate about the correct model for remunerating artists, remunerating artists and creators in crypto. Last week, I thought it was remunerating. Isn't that like, I guess it's remunerating though. Last week, Blur, the NFT marketplace targeting pro traders, set its royalty fee, the levy paid back to creators on an ongoing sales at 0.5%. In response, OpenSea dropped its 2.5 to 0 for a limited time. Animoca Brands is one of the most prolific investors in the space, having backed more than 380 Web3-focused companies, according to Sue. Many of the companies the powerhouse invests in have a particular interest in making royalties work as a revenue stream. He's feeling that artists and NFT creators should be the ones in charge of their own destiny with the ability to set terms. This will be just like, the issue we have in the rap industry, how they sign these contracts and they can't get out of them. And they end up in these horrible contracts. The artist gets no money, and it's the person that puts out. Like, even they say even Michael Jackson was making pennies on a $10 CD. Pennies on a CD, and he was one of the biggest, so crazy. A lot of these people weren't making any money. Their shows and their merch they made money on, but their own stuff, like some of their own, CDs and stuff, they barely made a penny on the 10 beans. We don't want to get there. We don't want that to happen. We've already seen exploitation of art. Me being an artist, I've been through it for years. And so I've seen it firsthand. I know what can happen. And, it's just, I'm happy that he spoke out, and I'm with him 100%. I'm with him 100%. Crypto market holds strong amid weak stock market. Citi, right? According to the financial giant Citi, the cryptocurrency markets are holding up well despite a slump in the stock market, as per the firms and analysts. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is holding up way better. Bitcoin's up 50%. The S&P is not up 50%. Let's make that very, very clear. Bitcoin battling it out right now, 23,170, a massive liquidation down here to this load up point at 23,100. They are beating Bitcoin to the ground right now after this. Look, this 1 minute is deciding it's going to take this flag to the downside. We had it again with the next move. And look, when you couldn't get above the zone in the stochastics turn, you're likely going to head lower, okay? Stochastics tell you if you can't get above a previous resistance, if you have a high and you can't get through that high when the stochastics reset, it's not happening, all right? So we go lower, 23,239. And again, another massive, and look, we defied the bullish divergence. We got another set of bullish divergence here now. Now you got double bullish. Really starts to round on out, telling you that there's a chance we could get the move back to the upside. Could this be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder to kind of give us some way of digging back up on this horrible false move Monday? It started absolutely beautiful. Bitcoin pumping to the upside. Everyone was euphoric. It was great. 7 minute had a possible short squeeze coming, and they took us right back down. Now we're watching this 1 minute time frame. We had this flag, and now we're projecting the idea. We've shown you this bullish divergence, and we're projecting the idea that we're in an inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin. Back to the news, but I just had to say, what was going on. So Citi adds that there have been more than $3.5 billion worth of Binance outflows since the SEC announced its intention to prosecute Paxos, the company that issued the stablecoin BUSD. They represent a 23% fall in stablecoin's market cap. Moreover, the promotion of ETH and smart contracts is growing. In terms of ETH, total value locked and activity has not increased as much as prices. Correlation dropping, good news for cryptocurrency. I think it is. We want to see that the cryptocurrency gets strong while the stock market starts to, philander. We don't want to be connected to the S&P for life. Also, it doesn't make sense because the S&P doesn't have a halving, right? The S&P doesn't have a halving, so why the heck should it follow Bitcoin? Bitcoin has a halving. The S&P has no halving. So when you think about it logically, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense that they will stay correlated forever because the halving is such a substantial idea and such a big imprint on the price of Bitcoin and the, that scarcity probability that gets set into place. You don't have that for the S&P. The S&P is not cutting its, you know what I mean? So they are not going to be coupled forever. Eventually, Bitcoin will fly off to the moon and you leaving the stocks in the S&P in its wayside. So Bank of England official pound CBDC presents a big opportunity. The digital revolution has been going on passively for quite some time, falling at the intersection of finance and technology. CBDCs are the integral tangent to both. At the moment, 100 plus countries representing over 95% of the global are exploring a CBDC. Just in, Bank of England says a digital pound presents a big opportunity. Earlier this month, the Bank of England officially launched its digital pound CBDC project as a new form of money for households and businesses. An official consultation paper by the bank and the HM Treasury called out the differences, the different facets of the digital pound. They don't want it to be called Britcoin. Remember that? Like Bitcoin. Also, SHIB burn rate spikes by 2,300%, 82 million SHIB burned. The SHIB Inu burn initiative has been one of the most significant developments in the meme coin ecology. With so much SHIB in circulation, the overall goal is to restrict supply and create scarcity and ultimately force a price increase. Positively, February started off with respectable burn figures. SHIB Ino burn rate jumped by 10,000% this month as well. The burn rate, like its price, is nevertheless well known for its volatility. All right. And, a lot of people hoping SHIB's going to be the one for them. I don't know. Twitter executive Esther Crawford among another 200 layoffs. So the New York Times reported that Twitter executive Esther Crawford was among another 200 layoffs at the company. Crawford became well known for a photo that went viral in November showing her sleeping in the office to improve production. That's insane. I would never keep someone in the office that put a picture of them sleeping. Because it's easier. Well, maybe because she didn't have to leave the office, though. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to judge her. Who knows what really happened there? And that brings us to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, @CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Sorry about that. And, one thing I want to show you is this idea here. Why does it do this, man? Why does Twitter, show who you've been talking to? Why? It just should show messages. So annoying. That's been the most annoying thing ever. I have a conversation, if it flips up. Anyway, I got to be better about that. Thank God nothing. I mean, that was just, I told him about the guy that, lost his son and he gave his condolences. Unbelievable. So it was that, it was nothing bad, but all right. Do you really believe in SHIB? I want to see how many people really believe in it. Do you really believe in SHIB? Is SHIB really going to change your life? You know what I mean? I own some. Just to speculate. Just to see if other people care about it. You know what I mean? So, and I always just put Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. But let me know, do you own SHIB? I want to know if you own SHIB. I want to know if you think it's going to be the one. I just want to know how, passionate you feel about it, right? Always a typo when I spell, always. Do you really believe in SHIB? I own some just to speculate, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Do you believe in SHIB? Answer this for me. I really want to know. I want at least 30 to 50 people answering this. I want to know if you believe in SHIB. I want to know. Let me know if you believe in SHIB or not. Let's break it down. Let's get back into the super chats. Shout out to everybody here. And let's get that music pumping. Thank you for the news. Thank you for the news. All right. Super chats. Filecoin, we are on. Let's take a look at Filecoin. Filecoin had a huge move. We had it here with the measured move. Look at my measured move for Filecoin. And I even drew this kind of parabola. Now, it went sideways, broke the parabola, but it did hit the measured move. My measured move was 851. Filecoin went to 909. And we started looking at it and speculating around $5. So there you have it. So Filecoin did make that nice pump to the upside. Shout out to Lifer Friend. He called that, was all over it, and rode it up to the upside. Nice move, Lifer Friend. God bless you out there. So let's take a look here. Boom, 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 and boom. We have a resistance here that we just came to for Filecoin at 869. However, it came back and bounced off this nice support zone at 642. Coming back to 680, and the 22-hour wants to blast. The whole market looks really good on the 22 and the daily. Even the 3 days are beginning to retrace. I like what we're seeing here for most of the market. We're going to get into the total market cap in a second too, and the total market cap of all of the altcoins. That's going to be fun. We have some time to fish that in too. I don't know how it's already 11:40. Today, the live stream went by faster than it's ever gone. Sometimes it does that. Every once in a while it drags, but for the most part, I guess when you're having fun, time flies, and I'm living my best life. I'm with the best people that I ever want to be with. We're doing what we want to do. And look, we're getting that recovery back up to 23,350. False move Monday. They're just bouncing it all over the place. Look what they're doing. And look, could we make this inverted head and shoulder? Finally, that divergence did play out, and it got us above the previous high. Now do we make a right shoulder? Can we dig out of this? And now we have a local resistance. We must break back above at 23,521. If anyone's going to figure out, it's going to be your man, the Crypto Lifer. All right? It's all I do every single day is play with unpredictable price action and try to hold it in. It's like I try to wrestle a crazy, a crazy bull. This is like a crazy bull. I'm telling you right now, having this big piece of labradorite, oh my gosh. Always loved labradorite, always wanted gems. Never had the guts to buy a big gemstone in a gem store. I'd be like, what am I going to do with this thing? How much do you think this gem cost? I might have told some people already. How much do you think this gem costs? Let me know. How much do you think this gem cost? All right. If you can guess what the gem cost, I'm going to send you some labradorite. All right. I will send you not this gem, but I'll send you some gems. How much do you think this gem cost? All right. Person who guessed the price of the gem, all right, Not only I'll put you in the trading group for a month, but I'll also send you some Labradorite. I'll make sure to get you some Labradorite. So we're getting some comments in here. Let's take a look. 5K, $300, 350, 380, 400, 375, 330, 275, 3.5X. The Master through Disaster, 500, 99, 1200, 1200, 589, 60. And my man won right there. KC, 150. KC, you won. It was $150. It was only $150. There it is. It says it right there. 150 upside down, which I think is a really good price. I've been watching gems my whole life. I think I got a steal of a deal on this thing. I believe I could resell this thing for 300. I could double my money immediately on this gem. Immediately. So I looked at it as an investment, and with inflation going up and how hard it is to get these types of gems and you know, make them look nice and neat. And it's got a lot of essences. It's got essence here. It's got a lot of essences. All right. $150. KC, you won, dude. KC, man, God bless you, brother. You won, man. You were the first one to say 150. I'm almost positive. And we can verify he's right here and even put number 150. He listens, man. He nailed it. I think I may have said how much it costs. Dude, coming tonight. I know coming tonight. It's funny you said that because I was telling someone about coming tonight the other day. I was like, dude, they have it's called coming tonight. You know what I mean? So look at the V-shaped recovery back to the upside here. Boom. And that's bullish divergence breaking out right there on the 1 minute time frame. Your bullish divergence called the bottom for you right there. I'm teaching my students this. They're really taking it in. It's been amazing. Super Chats, Dow, search for it again, please. Not going to happen. If I can't find it the first time, you're out. Done. Doge, Sol, CPOOL, and AGIX Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Doge. But Filecoin looks nice to me, like it's about to blast. And it's got hidden bullish. It's got hidden bullish divergence. You got your measured move to the upside too. It's 60% gainers. I like what I'm seeing for Filecoin, baby. Filecoin looking nice to me. Moving average a little far apart. Got me a little like, I'd like them closer. But the golden cross coming right there in the daily. I see this about to blast. So I would watch Filecoin closely. About to get some moves. Highly likely a move is coming for Filecoin. It's oversold in the 22-hour and the daily, retesting support. Right? And on top of that, it has hidden bullish. I mean, that is a trifecta for me. And it's a falling wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. And it's retesting a previous support zone. I mean, it has a lot going for it that I look for. Now, I don't like the 4-hour on almost every coin. If I go to the 4-hour, I guarantee we're overbought. We are. I get it. But we have hidden bullish divergence in the 4-hour too as well. And it's strong. It's strong. It's actually solidified all the way down to here. It's strong hidden bullish. It says that you will make a high higher than this high and without much more leverage down. Now, do we come back down to this low point? There's a chance. Do we touch the 200 SMA? Okay. I'm open-minded. But I like what I'm seeing here. And Filecoin is just looking really nice to me. Okay. We'll go to CoinMarketCap. I just don't like being talked down to. You know, I'm highly sensitive. So look, Super Chats, Dow, search for it again, please. Even though he said please, it's like I'm being told. Now I have defiance disorder, man. All right. This thing doesn't have a market cap. It doesn't even have, it's dead on arrival, man. This thing is dead on arrival. If this is what you want, I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at a $95 market cap. Not happening. Dow USDT here. Dow, you didn't even tell me which one it was. Still looks like the same thing. I'm not touching this. I'm not going over Dow. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. I apologize, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm just not into it. I don't want it being shown on the channel. Unless you tomorrow or the next day you show me it's something different and I was wrong, which I'm open-minded to be. I could be completely wrong. So I'm open-minded that could be the case. So here, you got a cup and handle on Doge. Shiba Inu keeps trending, which tells me Doge is something is brewing for Doge. You know? We got a Fibonacci and we came to the 886. We're bouncing off the 786. So we retraced all the way from that huge pump up to 16. Back to 8 cents. Low, high, higher, low. Can you put in a higher high in the trend? Again, no 4 hours in that indecision point, but everything on the 22, the daily, probably looks nice, just like the rest of the market. So, a lot of movement for Doge here. I wouldn't be surprised if Doge made some serious gains. It's holding this trend line. This trend line needs to hold for Doge, and Doge can get up there and make some serious gains. 85% gains for Doge. It gets above that high volume node in the 706. It's looking like it could bounce. So I'm watching for it to get above. Watching for it to get above the high volume node. Or the POC, sorry, the point of control. The red line on the VRVP. And the bottom trend line must hold as well. For Dogecoin. For the little Doge. For the little Doji that could. You know what I mean? For the little Doji that could. Doge chain. Let's take a look at Sol and CPOOL. Solana. Didn't they break down yesterday or something? I don't know what's going on with them. Anyway, I see this shoulder, head and shoulder for Solana. I still have a trade out for it. If you can see, the trade was up nicely. 33% in total. When we first put it out here, it bounced. So that was a trade. It's still holding gains of 15%. From when I first put out this trade. No stop loss got hit in the making of it. All right. Little messy now. Delete everything. Get rid of the moving averages for a second. And just see what we're looking at. Daily resistance, daily resistance, daily resistance. Okay. Somehow made some support at 19. A lot of people say Sol isn't dead. And so this is the wedge you're in. And then this is the wedge you're in. And you're in this like ascending triangle. Or kind of has bullpennant vibes, I'll be honest. Oversold in the daily. Slap on your moving averages and you're getting tight. You're about to get above the 200 SMA. Wow. Right? You just had a golden cross. I mean, this looks like it's going to blast. Let's be honest. Like, I'm just going over the TA. I don't know what's going to happen. My emotions tell me to stay away from Solana. It's ridiculous. But this tells me 100% gains coming out of Solana. So Solana looking pretty nice to me. However, that is a top, a double top. We did get rejected. We could drop down to these areas and retest this low. We have to break out of this channel. If we don't break out of this channel, we're going to come down to the bottom of the channel. But if Solana can stay inside of this falling, this wedge here, chance it gets bacon on the beach and it gets a big move. So I like what you're seeing for Solana. I'm seeing the same thing. The trade that we put out is still up for Solana. Or it can revisit the bottom if it can't break out. So remember, it's not all gravy. It's got to make that bullish move. It's a make or break move for Solana. It either makes that bullish move out of this bigger channel or it ends up getting, shredded down to the bottom of the channel. What I mean by visually is it breaks out here, retests, gets a move, or it's going to fall further down here and kind of hang out down at this level, these two areas, and that high volume node there. You got to break back above the point of control and hold it, okay? But thank you for Solana. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Let's take a look at CPOOL. CPOOL's on my radar in this long consolidation, was it? Oh, no, here it is. I think I got CPOOL in clearinghouse mistaken, yeah. CPOOL's in a cup and handle, retesting resistance, 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 bounce, bounce, bounce. Triple bounce on the 22, right? Tight moving averages. CPOOL looks like a big move is coming as well. As long as it holds this level, I see CPOOL making gains. This actually is low on the 4-hour. So this doesn't have the issue that the other coins have on the 4-hour time frame. CPOOL retesting previous support. And I'm watching see so what I do is I give you coins that are retesting support, coming to Fibonacci's, in tight wedges, tight moving averages. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. All right? And shout out to Decont. We love you, 88. We're going to get you there, baby. We're going to get you there. All right. Stargate Finance looks pretty good, too. Shout out to Crypto Wolf in the house. AGIX looking tighter and tighter. Only a matter of time. It has broken out now slightly. Slight breakout. I don't like where the 4-hour is. Says we could actually end up just kind of going more sideways here and end up lower. Might have one more price action, and it could fall out all the way down. You never know. But this is very bullish for AGIX. And I've made my bags. I've got my bags solidified. I'll be going through my bags and posting them to the trading group this afternoon. All right. Also, we have new token metrics data that got posted every single Monday. Jump on into token metrics today and see the data that we posted. It costs you $90 a month, and we give it to you included in your subscription here. So jump on into the token metrics section here inside of my Discord and get the info you need right away. Don't play yourself. We give you so much information every single day here on the channel. All right, and we're whipping through these super chats. AGIX Bitcoin. It's a heavy super chat day. They were getting light for whatever reason. Same idea here. AGIX looks great for Bitcoin. If you want to make more Bitcoin out of your Bitcoin, AGIX looks like the coin to do it. 22-hour looks amazing. The daily getting ready for its big move to the upside. Actually, you could almost say that it maybe almost already kind of getting ready to break out. So AGIX on the daily looking beautiful to me. Measured move is the length of this pole. I like to just label it measured move, right? Why not? And that will take us up to about about 39,346 Satoshis. Right now you're at 18, so you'd basically double up in sats. This would give you double the sats. A scarce asset, double the sats. All right, AGIXBTC. And I'll get back on my Bitcoin pairs. I have Bitcoin pairs too that we also talk about here. Bitcoin pairs. And we teach you how to make more Bitcoin off of your Bitcoin by trading Bitcoin pairs. A lot of people have no idea what I'm talking about. It's okay. We get it. Yeah, you just asked about Maker DAO, dude. You called it DAO. It's called Maker. It's not called DAO. It's called Maker. Like, you're asking about Maker, not DAO, if I'm correct. It's called Maker DAO, not DAO Maker. Come on now. You wanted Maker, you should have just asked, not DAO. It's not called DAO. I mean, I guess, yeah. So you wanted Maker, right? Yeah. Maker looking beautiful to me. Last time I played Maker, it boomed. Boomed nicely. And look, get back to that 886 retracement perfectly. So weird. Right back to that resistance point. Just broke above the 200 SMA. Maker getting ready for gains. Once price action breaks above the 200 SMA, a big move comes. You got a gap in the VRVP too. First place take profit here. Second take profit. Maker, I can see Maker going from 800 all the way back to 1100. So about a 300 gain on 800 for Maker, about 43%. Maker DAO. Is Laura really here? Is Laura here? No. Laura, we love you so much. God bless you. You're such a strong, unbelievable person. Change Finance. Thought a breakout was coming. We'll take a look at it. Laura has woke from surgery. Can you say something nice to her? She is watching. Unfortunately, her speech and cold and hot has been affected. Her speech and Cold Heart has been affected. She will need therapy for the next 3 months. Laura, I'm shutting off the energy right, the music right now. I'm turning up my audio so you can hear me, Laura. Laura, we love you so much. I'm crying right now. You will make it through this. We will be here for you. You will be a lifer for the rest of your life. You've done so much for me and my life and everyone in it. God has a place for you. I love you so much. We love you so much. And I never want to see one of my lifers down and out. And you know what? This is a celebration of how strong you are. This is a celebration of how great you are. This is a celebration of what a beautiful person you are. You've touched so many people's lives. You came into my life and you took the energy that I put out and you ran with it. You made all these awesome extra threads in the trading group. You went out of your way to help with the learning library. You made welcome messages to anyone that came into the group. You helped people late at night, early at night. You had your own ideas, thoughts, and God bless you, Laura. If every single lifer took it as and you joined for the year within like a month of knowing me, you made me feel good. You always said something funny. You always made me feel really good. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that, freaking, but Laura, I love you, and we all love you. And, you know, this group is so much more than just making money to be. I've given my life to this group, and many people have given their life back. And thank you, Laura, for everything. I could never fully repay you for everything you've done, but I will try in kind. Anytime I gave her a giveaway, anytime she won anything, she gave it to somebody else. She gave it to somebody else. A couple times, I was like, oh, you got the $100. She was like, just give it to someone else that needs it. Laura, your ability to give to others is so big and really is the true example of what my group is all about. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Man, if I knew that my emotions were going to be pushed and pulled through all these beautiful connections and all you wonderful people, I thought I was just going to start trading. I did not know it was going to be deeper than trading. But God had a plan for this channel, and God had a plan for each and every one of us, and you can see it forming every single day, and I'm just going along for the ride. I'm part of the ride. I can't wait to see where it takes us. I really didn't think I was going to shed a tear today. I was doing good. Maker DAO. Laura, we love you, and you're always in our hearts. LINA, ANKR, Chain, and PIVX BPTC. Wow, the super chats are out of control today. Unbelievable. $126 in chat revenue. You people just keep throwing it at me. Thank you so much for the love. Let's take a look at LINA. I remember looking at LINA yesterday and going over it. Wow, LINA banged on him to the upside, huh? Then it made a little flag here in the last 4 or 5 days and suggested that it could pump. The daily's a little high, but the 22 says no. 22 says okay. And you got some hidden bullish divergence on LINA. Says it could pump. It's still holding the zone. The one thing that worries me is the daily, but all the other time frames say okay. And you have resistance right here that you're right on. Previous resistance, new support. You're flagging after a breakout of a wedge. It's a good sign. Just a little extended on the bigger time frames, like the 3-day and the daily. But can the 4-hour get the pump? It's oversold. One of the few things that's actually oversold in the 4-hour time frame. LINA. I was just telling my husband for the first time, as many people is watching, almost all have had the light. I was just telling my husband for the first time, as many people is watching, almost all have had the light. Have hit the like button. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Everyone hit the like button. Yeah. Lifer, give a check on Casper touching the penny. I have prayed for you for your love. I hope you feel better, honey, Laura. Thank you very much, Kevin. Pay the man. Smash that like button. Super chats. ANKR, Change, and PIVX BTC. Let's look at ANKR protocol. ANKR had big news. So, after that news, Microsoft, right? I mean, it was going to come down. So, you knew it wasn't going to go forever. And so, when people asked me, what about ANKR? I said, well, it's got to retrace back to the 618 fib. Something. And so, let's take a look at what it did. I said I wouldn't touch it till it retraced. And we just, we threw up just a projection of what we thought it could happen. So it did bump all the way down, almost got to the 618, pump back up. Now the 4 hour suggested it is going to go lower, so I would look for the 4 hour to drop down here somewhere like this and get into that golden pocket. And I'd be putting an alert here. So I'd set alerts right there on the chart, and another one right here when price action hits it. And I'll even set alerts on the stochastics. When the stochastics hit it, I'm going to get an alert for anchor. And then to me, the buy box is going to be here. This is going to be the buy zone anywhere in here. And then eventually anchor will probably take off again. Because that news is so big, I feel like it could solidify. So I see a move coming for anchor eventually. Buy box in the golden pocket. And I'll watch it closely. Anchor protocol. Thank you so much for the loves. Change. Everyone needs a little change. Let's take a look at change on MEXC. And it's just solidifying. It's just getting tighter and tighter. It's going to take some time, right? It's going sideways, but I like what I'm seeing for change. Change just hit the target. That's the aggressive entry right now at the bottom of the channel, technically. All right? And we could even move this a little more now and add another alert and just keep stocking. You don't have to stare at coins. You just got to put the time in when you look at them and then keep stocking them. And this is MEXC Global, baby. No fees for MEXC Global. The place to be. Zero maker fees. The best thing you can have in the game. All right? You could be a taker and do what you got to do, but, you know. So ascending triangle. An ascending triangle for change. Tight moving averages. Me? I got alerts on this, and we're going to keep watching change. PIVX I saw someone throw down PIVX. Let's take a look. One of my buddies was all over PIVX for years, so whenever I think about PIVX, I think about him. A guy I used to work with. There was only a few of us that were into crypto at the jobs, you know, in New York City back in 4 years ago. There was like four of us. Like if a job had like 50, 60 people, there was like 4 people or less that were into crypto. Look at the tight moving averages. Bang, bang, badoom. And look, PIVX up 158% coming. Tight moving averages. It gets above that point of control. The thing is gone. 4 hours actually not in the worst spot. So PIVX is on the radar right now for a possible move. PIVX holds this point of control. It can move hard. So watch for PIVX to hold the POC. PIVX, yo, you people like really hook it up. Laura, you'll be on my mind today. I will pray for you throughout the day. Rest and feel better, hun. Laura Marshall, Laura, so many of us are praying for you. You got an army of people praying for you, Laura. We love you. I know you're going to be fine. I know you're going to be fine. I will talk to you again, and I will hear your voice. Spaces left for tomorrow's course. If you want to jump into class, everyone, there's still a few spaces left for the class. Jump on in today. It is from 3 to 5:30 New York City time. Jump on into class today. All right? Get yourself a Trezor wallet. If you don't have a wallet, link in the description below. Trezor Touch, the best wallet you could have in the game, everybody. The Trezor Touch. Jump on in today and get yourself a Trezor Touch as soon as humanly possible. Remember, you could die today. Today could be the last day of your life. Make sure you have the best day humanly possible. Rejoice. Be grateful. Be happy. This is a day where many things could happen. This could be the day where you start something unbelievable in your life and you change the way you think. It all starts with your brain, everybody. It all starts with your brain and your mind. And we're going to look at Bitcoin one last time before we jump on out of here. Odds, Zem, and Gamium. Looks like it continued to the upside. This thing was the monster of the day. Look at that thing. Hitting the target solidly. Gamium for the upside move. Bang, 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 bang. And who provides you with a gain every single day? The lifer, baby. The lifer. And I'll be looking today for the next gains that I'll be talking about tomorrow. What gains will I find in the trading group that we're going to talk about tomorrow in the live stream? You don't want to miss out. Jump on into the trading group today. We're at an all-time high. While a lot of trading groups struggled, we grew during the bear market. We shorted the market. We did everything we had to do to survive. I don't teach you how to survive no matter what. I am a survivor. I am not going anywhere. No matter what happens, I will survive. Trust me. All right? We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, and then I'm out of here for the day. Thank you so much for jumping on in to the market. So look, we saw this inverted head and shoulder. All right? Let's get rid of that. We kind of did get our bounce. Now we formed a bit of a flag here on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute. Can this flag continue to the upside? All right? Kind of a shoulder head and a right shoulder. I don't know, though. A bit of a stretch even for me. But the bullish divergence did play out. All right? You technically broke out of this falling wedge here. Back to the upside. All right? Now you're in a flag. Can you make your move back up? Where do we want to end up? What's going on? Where were we when this all started? Where do we end up? Like, this was crazy, right? Let's go back to the BTC USDT Binance chart. So look, we were in the rising wedge. It broke to the downside, right? Then we found the bullish divergence. We got the pump up. We found the cup and handle. We got the pump. We ended up in this flag on the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour had a huge wick to the upside despite the stochastics being overbought, which is interesting to me, showing signs of buy pressure to the upside. This flag is still being solidified, and we're still in a flag. Go to the 1 hour, and we're actually, we're basically still technically inside the flag that we broke out, broke back down. Technically, you could say we're still inside the flag. If the 1 hour can bend back up here, the 15 and the 7, we could still get a bit of a move here. So back inside the bottom of this flag, which is interesting. Can we make a move back to the top side? And honestly, as weird as this is, it's kind of a cup with a handle here. Can we get a move to the upside out of this really strange cup and handle? Falling wedge, we'll call it. Falling wedge break to the upside. 15 minutes solidifies the idea that we will bounce back up. As long as we stay above this point of control at 23,400, looks like we could get this move on the 15-minute further up. Let's get rid of this. That's going to be our idea. We don't need that. And so look, we're in this channel, down, up, down, up. We came back down again. It would suggest that we would bounce back to the top of the channel. Smaller time frames, we're going to watch closely on the 1 minute, right? On BTC USD. I'll watch the smaller time frames on the all-time history index. So I'll keep the 1 minute here. And I'm watching this flag on the 1 minute, but I'm also watching this flag, this falling wedge here on the 15 minute. So the 1 minute, and then I'm going to watch this on the 15 on Binance. This falling wedge here. And this is what we would like to get for a move to the upside for Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I didn't look at the DXY like I normally do. Let's take a look at what happened to the DXY. So we didn't want it to get a bump. It got a nasty dump down. Really good sign. Let's take a look here for the DXY. So the DXY, we wanted it to make a move back inside of the channel, and then we wanted it to dump. So far, it's kind of good. If we open this up, we could say it kind of broke back inside of the falling wedge. This is good, right? It did. It really did. So look, we broke back in the wedge. We can get rid of this flag. This flag didn't play out. Thank the Lord, right? We double topped here, and we fell to the downside on resistance. Now we want to see, all we want to see is the 1 hour come back up one time and then dump. This dumps. This is going to be Bitcoin to 30K. It's going to be a big move. I like it. We take a look at our daily. You're very overbought on the daily. The dollar's coming down, baby. We're about to get a nasty dump out of this after this fake out breakout, in my humble opinion, to the downside. I'm looking for a move for the dollar to dump at least to 103. The measured move would take you to 102.65 on the dollar index. All right. The total market cap, which is something I got to look at every single day too, solidified my green zone. We bounced. I like what I'm seeing here. Let's look at our 15-minute time frame. It's going to look a lot like Bitcoin. It was in the flag. It broke out the flag, came back down. It's still inside the flag. I'm going to act like it never left the flag. And if it's still oversold, it can continue to bounce out the flag. So whenever you have a flag and you leave it and you come back in, I just act like it never left the flag. So I just delete this in my mind like it never happened. And I just trade the flag like the flag is supposed to be played originally. This has helped me many times. Many people just get too emotional. They see all this and they can't make sense of it. I figured out how to make sense. You just decide that it never happened. This is a 15-minute in a flag that wants to bump to the upside. So I'm back on what I'm talking about, that this is likely to continue to the upside regardless of the false move on Monday. All right? Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. The liquidity is lower than higher. So it does suggest that we go to 23,000 first. That's just what BOOKMAP says, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. So also could be a Bart Simpson here, and we could fall further down to the downside. So watch this flag on the 15-minute on the total market cap. Watch Bitcoin on the 1 minute, right? And this little flag here too as well. And see if we can get that first measured move above this resistance, and we can go from there at 23,600. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on into the live. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for the morning updates. Thank you for kicking it with me. It's False Move Monday. We made it through so far to 12 o'clock. Not too shabby. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m., and I can't wait to be back for another live stream. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Everybody, I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.